So basically, a bar in Philly, um, yeah, 30 plus years, a bar in Philly tried to, or not tried, they held a pop-up shop that was themed, that was designed like Moe's Tavern from The Simpsons, right? So you could get, and you went in there, it looked like Moe's Tavern, and you could order drinks that were inspired by um the cartoon. Here is the problem. All of those characters on The Simpsons are trademarked and copyrighted. Okay, so Fox went and knocked on the pop-up shop's door, said, "Hey girl, so that cute little pop-up shop that you were charging tickets for and making money, run us a coin." um so here's how much they may have to pay. Okay. Ugh. What's so congested? Hold on, guys. Are you kidding? All right. Hold on. Okay. So, okay. So they ran a pop-up shop based on Moe's Tavern. You could order Duff beer. And they had food items as well, right? So Fox, 20th Century Fox, sent them a cease and desist letter. In February. They did the pop-up shop in shoot. I'm not sure when the pop-up shop happened, but it happened. They got a cease and desist in February of 2024. And apparently they ignored it. So they continued to do pop-up events um that were Springfield themed, Moe's Tavern. So Fox said, "Oh, really? You think we're not gonna get our money?" They filed a lawsuit against them in July for copyright and trademark infringement. They said that they're using copyrighted material, meaning how Moe's Tavern is designed, that is copyrighted. How the characters look, that is copyrighted. Okay, Duff beer, that is trademarked. So all of that stuff within the Simpsons universe, it's protected. You can't just use it, right? So they sent them. So again, they sent the cease and desist. They paid them dust. They said, "Okay, you're not gonna pay attention to the cease and desist. Well, then we're gonna sue you." So now that they're suing them, come on, why, God, why are you gonna do this to me today? Um, okay, so again, so they filed a lawsuit. Here's the here's where they messed up. The people who did the pop-up shop, they never responded to the lawsuit. They never responded. The court was like, "Hey girl, you got to come answer this," and they did not come to the door. They never showed up in court. So what do you think happens when you do not respond to a lawsuit? You get a default judgment for whoever shows up. So because Fox, the representative for Fox, because they pay their lawyers very well, they sent all the paperwork, and because those people who ran the pop-up shop did not even bother to respond, let alone show up for the trial, there was a default judgment granted to Fox, and those people who ran the pop-up shop have been ordered to pay $1.26 million. $1.26 million because you didn't want to open the mail, because you didn't want to show up in court. Guys, it's not a game out here with this intellectual property. Okay, Now, listen, they're going to find these gentlemen or whoever did this. They're definitely going to find them. But I'm going to break down for you how they came to that number. Okay, so they charged them $30,000 for each act of copyright infringement, $100,000 for each act of trademark infringement, and $5,000 for cyber squatting, because they got domain names for these pop-ups and were using like Moes Tavern and things like that. Again, these are protected names. Okay, so now aside from the money, the defendants have to remove all online material, um, including marketing, merchandise, and return any equipment. Um, and the court said the defendant's conduct, it was blatant and repeated, and again, the fact that they showed up to court, that they did not show up to court, shows that they had no legal defense. They knew what they were doing was messed up, and they decided to do it anyway. And them's the breaks. When you decide to violate people's intellectual property, that is the gamble that you take. You might get sued. Okay, all right.